It is time to make a start. We have attained the quorum and now call the meeting to order. Confirmation of the minutes of the 18th meeting held on the 13th of March. Can I take the minutes as confirmed? Meeting with the CS, there is nothing in particular to report. Business arising from previous council meetings. Legal Service Division reports on bills referred to the House. Legal advisor, please. Chairman. Will members please refer to LS 53 under the existing ordinance, except for medical reason. Nobody can choose the gender of a baby. At the moment, under the Human Reproductive Technology Amendment Bill, there is no provision regarding advertising for the gender selection. And this amendment is in relation to a new offense for what is suspected to be, what seems to be advertising for gender selection. The administration consulted the board and also the relevant people, and all are in support. In December, the Health Services Panel was consulted. Basically, members were in support, although some concerns were raised. The Legal Service Division is or has written to the administration seeking clarification. If necessary, we will produce further reports, and members might wish to set up a Bills Committee. Bills Committee, Dr. Kwok Ka-ki proposes a Bills Committee. Any member wishing to join? There will be further circulation of invitation. Legal advisor, please. Chairman, the next one is promotion of recycling and proper disposal, electrical equipment and electronic equipment amendment bill 2015. Will members please refer to paper LS 52. This is an amendment bill in relation to the Product Eco Responsibility Ordinance and the Waste Disposal Ordinance. And this is about the recycling of the e-waste, including washing machines, refrigerators, air conditioners, TV, computer products, and so on. Now, for this particular scheme, the administration did bring this up at the EA panel between 2010 and 2015 for members' advice. Members expressed their support, although there are some concerns over the details. In the light of the EA panel's concerns, I would suggest that members set up a Bills Committee. We will be assisting members in looking into the details. Bills Committee. Mr. Kenneth Leung proposes a Bills Committee. Any member wishing to join? Further business for Council. Legal Service Division report on subsidiary legislation, gazetted on March the 13th. Legal advisor, please. Chairman, will members please refer to paper LS 51. There are two pieces there. The first one is air pollution control, ocean-going vessels fuel at berth regulation. As the name implies, Chairman, when vessels are at berth in Hong Kong, they are not supposed to use unqualified fuel, and that is fuel other than the low sulfur fuel or the LPG fuel, and the commencement date is the 1st of July for this piece of subsidiary legislation. According to the information, the administration has conducted a consultation, and the stakeholders did not raise any objection, although they are concerned about the competitiveness of our port. At the EA panel and the subcommittee between 2012 and now, this was discussed at the panel. the panel members expressed concerns over the competitiveness of Hong Kong as a port. Chairman, we're still looking into the details of drafting, and if necessary, we will submit a report. Subcommittee? No? Chairman, the next one hasn't got anything to do with policy, and that is the Public Health and Municipal Services Ordinance Public Pleasure Grounds Amendment of 4th Scheduled Order 2015. And this is to set aside 11 venues for use as public pleasure grounds, and the Lockman Road sitting out area will be converted into a Lockman Road pet garden. Commencement date 13th of March. I've got nothing further to add. SC? No. Just a reminder that for the two pieces of subsidiary legislation, the deadline for amendment is the 15th of April. Further business for the Council meeting of March the 25th. Just a reminder that as of today, the Secretariat anticipates that the Council meeting will be extended to the 26th and 27th. That's Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, we have the Q&A session with the CE and meeting with the district councils. The meeting will start at 2:30 to finish at 8, and then to be resumed again on Friday. So the arrangement will be as follows. On Thursday, by the close of play, if we haven't quite started with Dr. Priscilla Leung's motion on liberal education, liberal studies, then on Friday, once we're done with Mr. Vincent Fang's motion on parallel traders, then we adjourn the meeting. If we have started with Dr. Priscilla Leung's motion on Thursday, then we will get this out of the way on Friday. Assembly now. Well, Chairman, on Friday we're going to have the special Finance Committee meetings on the budget. This will not be changed. If we're carrying on Friday, we're not sure how long it's going to end, till 2, 3 or whatever. How will this be done according to the President? Yes, according to the President, if by close of play on Thursday we haven't started with Dr. Priscilla Leung's motion, then we will not start with it, because the problem is once we have started with it, then we will have to wait until the budget is over and done with before we will be able to resume the meeting. So the President and the Secretariat don't have any idea how soon the budget will be out of the way. So this is a special arrangement. Chairman, I understand what you said. So it seems that Dr. Priscilla Leung's motion will not be optimistic. Mr. Vincent Fang's motion will have a dozen or so amendments, so we can go on until Thursday and Friday. And if you can't even finish it on Friday before the special FC was going to be done, are we going to come back in June to vote on Mr. Fang's motion? Well, Delia. Chairman, thank you. Let me explain the arrangement for next week, Chairman. Now, for the items approved by the President, Mr. Vincent Fang's motion definitely will be over and done with. Before that, there will be a resumption bill for resumption debate, and others that will not be all that controversial. So we presume that for Mr. Vincent Fang's motion, even if this cannot be done on Thursday, there will be 5 hours before the Special Finance Committee for this to be done. Now, the Secretariat is very confident. Sometimes members may ring the bell, and the bell may be out of order. If this cannot be done, we can come back in June for voting. Mr. Fang may not mind about it. All right. Any questions? If not, report number 15, stroke 1415, the House Committee report that includes the port control, PCWA, Order 2015, and Dutiable Commodities Liquor Amendment Regulation and Fees Amendment Regulation. The Chairman and some members indicated their intention to speak. Now, for the Dutiable Commodities Liquor Amendment Regulation, Mr. Sin Chung Kai and Dr. Helena Wong indicated their intention to speak, and this is awaiting the President's endorsement. If not, then in my capacity as Chairman of this committee, I will be moving a motion to take note of the port control PCWA Order 2015. Otherwise, we can have 2 different sessions. Any questions? If not, questions. Mr. Lam Tai Fai has already replaced his own question. Bill, first and second reading, Indian Revenue Amendment Bill 2015. Bill, resumption of debate on second reading committee stage, and third reading, District Cooling Services Bill. Members' motions. Under Interpretation and General Clauses Ordinance, I will move a motion to extend the deadline for competition application of provision regulation, competition disapplication of provisions regulation, competition turnover regulation, and competition ordinance commencement notice 2015. And also under General Clauses Ordinance, I will be moving a motion to extend the deadline for rating exemption order. Reports of bills, committees, and subcommittees. Report of the subcommittee on 4 subsidiary legislation related to competition ordinance. I'm chairman of the committee. The 4 subsidiary legislation under the competition ordinance subcommittee held its first meeting on the 16th of March. Members expressed concerns over the competition turnover regulation. In particular, under Section 2, there are words like in Hong Kong, ordinary activities, amounts, and also sales rebates and tax directly related to revenues. We're going to have another meeting on the 27th of March for the second meeting to follow up the issues with the administration. All the details will be sent out in the report to be submitted to members. Just a reminder that on the 25th of March, with the extension, then the deadline for amendment will be April the 15th, and the deadline for notification of amendment is 8th of April. Proposed extension of period of work of subcommittees on policy issues. Please refer to paper CB2 1072. There are 2 subcommittees that are proposed to be extended. The first one is Subcommittee on Issues Relating to Public Markets. It is proposed that this be extended to the 30th of September, and the Subcommittee on Hawker Policy, it is proposed to be extended to the 14th of October. We have 3 subcommittees on the waiting list at the moment, in accordance with the guidelines in 2013. Members can have the subcommittees extended by 3 months, and then slots will become available for the subcommittees on the waiting list. And if appropriate, members can decide to extend the 2 committees by 6 months. so that they can finish all the work within this term, and by October there will be slots that will become available for other committees on the waiting list.
All right, members, any comments? Mr. Ibrahim? Thank you, Chairman. So with our approval, the two subcommittees can be extended for 6 months. Is that right? Now, in fact, it should be 3 months, but then they've asked for 6 months. If we extend the two subcommittees by 3 months, then we were talking about end of June and mid-July, and we'll have the summer recess. Then if the extension is for 6 months, then after the two subcommittees have completed work, then the other two can continue work. So do members agree that there should be an extension of 6 months? So in other words, they can work till September. September for one subcommittee, October for the other subcommittee. I would agree that it should be 6 months because we are going to have the summer recess. All right, any objection? No objection? Then we agree that the subcommittees be extended for 6 months. Next, progress report on bills committees and subcommittees. We have 8 bills committees, and then we have 8 subcommittees under the House, 1 subcommittee under the House Committee in Action, and there are 3 subcommittees on policy issues on the waiting list. We don't have any AOB items, so meeting adjourned.